When did you finally stand up to a bully? Tyler had been making my life hell since 7th grade. This kid was built like a truck and had this crew of wannabes who followed him everywhere. He'd slam my locker shut when I was getting books, knock my lunch tray out of my hands in the cafeteria, call me names in front of everyone during class changes. The worst part was how strategic he was about it. Always when teachers weren't around. Always with that stupid smirk on his face, like he knew I'd never fight back because I was half his size and wore glasses thicker than bulletproof windows. My mom kept telling me to ignore him whenever I came home with torn homework or mysterious bruises. Bullies get bored and move on to other targets, she'd say while packing my lunch with extra snacks, thinking food would somehow fix everything. But Tyler never got bored. If anything, he got worse when I didn't react, like my silence was permission to escalate. One day, he cornered me by the water fountain after gym class and shoved me so hard I fell backward into the concrete wall. My glasses flew off my face and cracked against the tile floor with this horrible scraping sound. Everything went completely blurry, but I could hear him laughing with his friends. "Oops," he said in this fake, innocent voice while I crawled around feeling for my broken glasses. "Better watch where you're going, Four Eyes. Maybe you need thicker lenses." His crew thought this was hilarious. I had to squint through cracked lenses for the rest of the day, getting headaches from the distorted vision. When I got home, my mom saw my face and the broken glasses, and I watched her heart sink. The replacement glasses would cost $200 we absolutely didn't have after Dad lost his job. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about Tyler's face, that smug expression when my glasses shattered, how his friends laughed like it was the funniest thing they'd ever witnessed, how powerless I felt crawling around on that dirty floor. But then I remembered something. I'd been coding since I was 10 years old, spending hours after school building websites and learning programming languages while other kids played sports. Tyler had no idea, but I'd already hacked into the school's Wi-Fi network months ago just to see if I could do it. The next morning, I walked into school with a plan forming in my head. During lunch period, while Tyler was busy terrorizing some poor 6th grader by the vending machines, I pulled out my laptop and accessed his phone through the school's network. What I discovered was absolutely perfect. Tyler had hundreds of photos and videos on his phone that he'd never meant for anyone to see. Videos of him singing pop songs into his hairbrush, dancing in his bedroom wearing his sister's clothes, even recordings of him crying while watching romantic movies alone. But the absolute best find was a video he'd made of himself practicing asking Ashley Morrison to the spring dance. He'd filmed himself in his bedroom mirror over and over, trying different pickup lines, his voice cracking on every single attempt, getting more desperate each time. I didn't post them publicly on social media. That would have been too obvious, and I'd get caught immediately. Instead, I created a fake anonymous account and carefully sent the most embarrassing videos to exactly 3 strategic people. Ashley Morrison, the popular girl he had a massive crush on, his best friend Marcus, who worshipped him, and his older brother who went to the high school and had a reputation to maintain. By the end of that day, half the school had seen Tyler's private bedroom dance performances. Kids were recreating his moves in the hallways, mimicking his failed pickup lines and that squeaky, nervous voice from the videos. The next morning, Tyler found me by my locker before first period. His face was bright red, and for the first time since I'd known him, he looked genuinely embarrassed instead of angry and threatening. "I know it was you," he said quietly, glancing around to make sure nobody was listening. "How did you even do that?" I looked him straight in the eye, not backing down or looking away for once in my life. "Same way you broke my glasses yesterday, except I'm apparently much better at this than you are at being tough." He stared at me for a long moment, probably trying to decide whether to punch me or walk away. Then he reached into his backpack and pulled out a white envelope. Inside was $200 in crisp $20 bills. "For your new glasses," he mumbled, not meeting my eyes. "And I guess I'm sorry about breaking them." Tyler never bothered me again after that day.